In this video, we are going to showcase to you the top 5 Town Hall 11 3-star attack strategies for 2019. Starting off here at number 5, we have the Bowlers, and we are going to rank each strategy right up to number 1, the best attack for Town Hall 11, and we even have a bonus strategy right at the end of the video. Now I want to take a quick minute to tell you guys about a very exciting Clash of Clans tournament. If you are a United States player, head on over to the link on your screen now, which will take you to this website. This is for the ESL Mobile Open, where you can sign up with a team of 5 for your chance of winning a share of $39,000 and competing at the Dallas DreamHack Grand Final. Let me know, guys, once you've signed up, be sure to tweet at me, because I am going to retweet every single one of you guys that signs up to wish you the best of luck. This is not the World Championships, but you could use this as practice for the World Championship. Have a bit of fun and maybe win yourself some prize money. Maybe you're not a Town Hall 12, you can't compete in the Clash of Clans World Championships. Why not give this a try? You can have some fun, get involved with the competitive scene, and there's also some money there that you might win as well. Let me know when you've signed up, guys, because I want to wish you the best of luck. But getting into this video and the number 5 strategy, the Bowlers. The most common troop that are used alongside the Bowlers are the Witches here. Now essentially, you want to use the Bowler-Witch combination when you can get through the base. The Witches are mixed in if there's not many multi-target Infernos. The Wall Wrecker, which you can see frozen because of that Ice Golem's nasty spell from the Clan Castle troops, but the Wall Wrecker is probably the best siege machine for this strategy. The Town Hall here at the opposite end of the base means that the Wall Wrecker can push straight through and give you access through the base. That is very key and a fundamental part of the Bow-Witch attack. You have to have access through the base. If your bowlers take major damage trying to get through walls, it's not going to work, guys. So you can see the jump spell in the middle of the base here as well. That gives us access right the way through, and that's what you need. That is a key part. The single target Inferno you do have to take note of, but we do save onto that Queen's ability. Pop it right when we get to that area, and look at all of the troops coming around the base here. But this is only attack strategy number 5. There are 4 other strategies which are stronger than this in my opinion, but let me know in the comments what you would have as your top 5 for Town Hall 11. Now you might have noticed there's a few P.E.K.K.A.s merged into the army composition here, and that is probably the other troop that I would recommend using. You did see the little Bowler-Witch combination coming around the side. That was to set up the funnel for the main pack coming through the center, and the P.E.K.K.A.s can be very good, especially if they're not going straight into singles, in order to help to tank. On to number 4, we have the Miners, another ground-based attack, very strong, which can lead you up to Town Hall 12 as well. And we're starting off almost identical to that previous attack with a Queen charge from the west of the base. Now not only is she able to create a bit of a funnel in taking out buildings here, taking out defenses, she's taking out defenses. That's going to help with the Miners. Essentially, guys, with the Miners, you want to narrow the path of the base as best as possible to concentrate your fire on defenses. So the Queen is going to do a good job at the bottom here, and the King will take his role at the top. Onto the base though, I do apologize, I didn't explain that as quickly as I wanted. I wanted you to see that bit. The multi-inferno though did fry the wall breakers as they came through. They only got through this first layer of wall, so you've got to take note of that. Do try and use a freeze spell onto that multi-inferno. Had the Queen have got through this second layer of wall, we'd have actually been able to get up and reach the Eagle artillery here. Got pretty good value, but she's still going to get decent value here. With this being a fresh hit though, and by the way, that's what the Queen Walk was trying to do as well, take out the CC troops, we have to lure them with a few Miners coming in at this area. And basically, when it's a fresh hit, you cannot assume what's in that Clan Castle, because it can ruin your Miner raid. If we had have known that it was a Lava Hound, it's no bother. you can basically just go for it, poison the balloon, and the Lava Hound isn't going to do anything to your miners. As long as the queen doesn't pop it, you're absolutely fine. But when you don't know, you've got to try and take it out. So again, look what the queen's done. Now at the path here, king's doing that job there, and we have the slammer to help out so that the miners can come through the base. Now notice they do come from the opposite side of the town hall, but they're able to get straight onto the Eagle Artillery. They're able to take down many of the wizard towers and splash damage defenses very quickly here, and that is a major thing for the miners. You have to use your heal spells when they are in them areas of splash damage, because they can go down super quick. Notice the freeze onto the multi there as well. If you're taking a freeze to help with your queen charge, in order to even things up, if you've got a poison for the CC, another freeze is probably best, unless you can get very good earthquake value. Another freeze allows you to use it wherever. You could use it with the queen charge. If for whatever reason you don't need it, you can then use it with the miners and still get value. It's a very transparent and transitional spell. You can use it wherever you want, basically, guys. So that is the miner attack. That is the number 4 attack strategy. Let's move on up to the top 3. Many of you guys might disagree with me on this one, but number 3 we are going to have as the drag bat attack strategy. Let me know. I could quite see some people having this higher and lower. It's a give or take strategy, if you will. Some people love it, some people don't. I could quite easily see people saying it's the top of the meta, it is the best strategy. Whilst I agree it's very strong. Look, no Barbarian King in this composition. Grand Warden not even maxed. It's very strong, but it's base specific. That's why I'm putting it at number 3. It's not quite as versatile as the 2 ahead of this. So the Archer Queen, used to create a funnel here, keep the dragons into the base, but she also takes out an air defense. If you can use that queen to reach over a wall and get something, brilliant. I do like the use of the E-Drag at the top here. Notice that there wasn't a lot of damage, a lot of storages to pin it onto. Very unfortunate not to get that wizard tower, so it does send in a couple of loons, but again, look, narrowed the path for the dragons to come through. These are key fundamentals that are basically used in each strategy, so learn the fundamentals. As we come down, air sweepers pointing in the opposite direction, no bother for the dragons, able to come through, no air defense or single target infernos, major damage up there. Use a rage spell to get them dragons through. The air based siege machine, the slammer, is able to come in and take down some of the defenses to control the pathing of the dragons, continue them coming through, and in comes the bats. What you want to do is use the bats on areas where there's not much splash, or if there is, make sure you're either freezing it or distracting it, so the central wizard tower is distracted by the dragons. That's why you merge the bats in with the dragons. It works so well, guys, and bases like this where you can use the bats effectively are the type you want to use. In an ideal world, you can funnel the dragons, you can basically use the bats, try and keep the dragons out of range of the sweepers, but you can get through it as well. It just depends on the bats more often than not. But again, think about how you could distract the splash damage if there is some in a certain area. Right then, we're moving on up to the top 2 attack strategies now. What is it going to be? I have the Hog Riders as my number 2. Again, let me know. We are having a queen charge to start this one off, and Crunch Time are honestly one of the best clans I have seen for the queen charge. They are brilliant at it, and this base is like a prime example. We're going to explain right now why that is, but if you're interested in joining us at Crunch Time, be sure to check out my Discord down below, and that will tell you the recruitment process for all of the UK War Alliance clans. Now for this bottom area, we are going to be able to take out this air defense with the queen. Not in range of the healers though, that goes down. Now look at what else is over here. We can take out the queen, we can take out the CC, we can take out the eagle. So much value. Sweepers pointing in the other direction, not going to worry our healers. Multi-infernos, so we're not going to have a single inferno that we have to freeze. Air defense over here, our healers are absolutely fat. This is a prime area to bring a queen charge in, so irrespective of what we finish the attack off, just know that the opening phase is ideal for a queen charge, and that's what I try to teach you guys. Learn the different phases of different attacks, what can work with what, and basically choose the best phase, and you can mix and match. You can have a queen charge into miners, you could have a queen charge into into hogs if the base better was for hogs on the back end. Maybe queen charge Lalo. Really doesn't matter, guys. Choose the right kill squad and the right ending for the base and you can mix and match. Right, the queen takes out this area again. Easy pathing for the hog riders as they come in. They come up through the top here. The slammer helps to take out these defenses to press the hog riders through. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, and the heal spells obviously used wisely. Now the hog riders do split a little bit. We missed out on a couple of defenses at the top here, amazingly, but we've got enough with that slammer to take that out. And as we come to the bottom, it's all about using your heal spells wisely on top of them hog riders. So we have to cover this multi-inferno, and as the hog riders come down, they do get caught into that sneaky tornado trap, swinging their swords, and they just, or their hammers, should I say, they just about get it down, but look at how many are left over. So many hog riders to finish this raid, and look at the center of the base. We have one miner. Do take note, guys, any buildings, trash buildings, they are not defenses that could be in the middle of the base. You're not going to be able to easily clean up with wizards or goblins on the outside, so think about troops that could come in order to take that out. Now, what is the number one strategy? I'm sure many of you guys might have guessed it, but let's get into it. If you are interested in seeing any of my Town Hall 11 videos, be sure to head on over to my homepage. I have a whole playlist of Town Hall 11 attacks. Head on over to my homepage and be sure to have a watch of them. But the number one strategy is the lava loon, in my opinion. Again, we have that bonus attack strategy after this, but the Lalo, there's many different ways of using it. This is one of the probably the more technical but more effective, the Sui heroes. So we use the king and queen here, able to take out this air defense, strip out some of the defenses there, and then the slammer comes in with the electron in order to take out the queen. That's primarily what the electro drag is for. We clone the balloons who come across, take out this multi, but ultimately look, they've taken out all of the defenses in this area, so we can control the Lalo. Now again, thinking about what is good in terms of finishing off this base, look at where the air defense positioning is, and you got to think, where will the lava hounds go? So they pin across to this air defense. When they take this down, they then move to this one. We've got good coverage for the balloons. We do have basically sweepers in the opposite direction, ideal for the Lalo. Now notice how we miss this Eagle Artillery. That was supposed to go down as part of the Electron. So Jez knows about that, sends in a couple of loons just to take that out, which I think was fantastic recognition on the fly, because it's not the easiest thing to do, but do try your best to keep an eye on your balloon pathing. Hold a couple of loons back in case you do need to sprinkle one or two in. Maybe you've missed a defense, maybe you need to distract a wizard tower on the back end. If you do want to see a more broken down explanation of the lava loon, I'll be sure to link that at the end of the video. But we have a bonus strategy for you today. Basically, this is a strategy which I feel deserves recognition, but it didn't quite make my list. Now, again, many of you guys might disagree with me. Let me know your top 5 down in the comments, and leave a like if you enjoyed this one, guys. But it's the Electro Dragon strategy. Now, the reason it didn't quite make it in is it is very base specific, but it can still work, so it's worthwhile having it in your back pocket. Again, what we're going to do here is take out the buildings on the outside so that E-Drags can come through. Again, think about where you're putting the king versus the queen. Try and use that to your advantage. The queen can get good value here walking down, getting a lot of defenses over the wall here. But the reason the E-Drags work here, one, we can set up the funnel on either side, very simple. King on one side, as you can see, queen on the other. Sweepers are in the opposite direction, so we don't have to worry. E-Drags hate the sweepers. You're going to have a freeze. No single target infernos, but look at the chain value through the base here. So many of these buildings allow us chain value through. The only bit is the multi-infernos, but actually there's a Tesla here and there's an air sweeper here, which allows us access to chain the multi-infernos. So just watch as the E-Drags come through with the rage spells, which is a must for your E-Drags. Freeze are very good as well to help freeze the queen or to freeze the sweepers. Look at how much of chain value we get. Just taking out, watch this. when they go, oh, they just take out so many buildings. Back at the end of the base here, boom, this wizard tower goes down before it's even in range. When you can chain through the base, they are very effective. If you can narrow the funnel, chain through the base, watch out for the single infernos and air defense, get onto them quickly, and basically this base was ideal for it. Kedamingo, an absolute beast here at crunch time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see a more detailed breakdown of the lava loon, be sure to click on the video next to you right now, and make sure to sign up for the ESL Mobile Open. Tweet at me when you have. Until next time guys, peace out.